takes a bit annoyingly. Alright, looks like we're good. Let's share out the link. And I think I'll start with a good old-fashioned You Don't Know Jack. Okay, good, everything is working there. That's good. Sorry, something's just trying to see. Alright, so let's open it up.
We are ready for start of game.
Alright, so theoretically if I pick multiplayer I can still...
We are on!
Cookie, we found your pants.
Well, hello! It's about time. Now, what should I do with this barrel?
Alright, so you want like a beat?
Does anyone know how to fix the copier? Also, I'm covered in blood.
Hey, checking microphone test
If we
one.
could silence all chewing on set, we are picking up some
And I'm
slight
going to tweet
chewing
out the
from,
code,
like a bubble
see if we can get
gum
anyone in there.
or a gummy candy of some sort.
Oh.
Silence all chewing, please.
Hello, I'm on the microphone. Is this too close?
Did anybody else see what happened in the copy machine room? Because there's blood everywhere.
Okay, and could we get a silent trumpet fanfare for the King of Space? There are no sounds in space.
Microphone.
No matter who you are, you have dreams. I want to be an astronaut.
I want to be a doctor.
A dinosaur. And Angie's Ice Creamery wants to hear them. Come into any Angie's to tell us your dream, and you'll get a dreamsicle absolutely free. I want to be a teacher. Here's a free dreamsicle.
I want to be a surfer.
Here's a free dreamsicle.
I forgot about the stupid
want
little ad
to be
things right
best
here. I
friends
love it.
with a horse. Here's a free dreamsicle.
Is this where we tell the dreams?
It sure is.
I'm standing naked, looking into a mirror. My face is not my own. A small fire burns besides me and I face it. A young calf slowly melts into the
if
flames.
you want to join in
it
there,
looks at me
you
and speaks.
can pick up
This
any
is what remembering does,
phone,
it says.
computer,
And
whatever,
then
go to
I'm in a field
jackbox.tv and
dreaming.
put
I
in that
cannot
code
move
there.
my legs, but steadily I go forward
DPDS.
through the tall grass towards a grave. I cannot read it, but I do not need to. This grave is mine. Then I wake up.
Do you want a dreamsicle?
Yes, I do. Yes, everything is pleasant now. What are all you kids looking at?
Angie's Ice Creamery. It's a dream come true.
I'm going to wait a little bit longer,
Have you
and
felt
if no one
tired
else
from all
joins, I'm
that
going to
racket
start.
and
The room
ballyhoo
goes
from
there.
the so-called music
think you can still
festivals
join
that
in?
the teenage beatniks and ruffians do? Or isn't it time to hop to having the music festival that Goldarn plays real music that mature adults and grown-up older people like all of us and you can enjoy? Then come on down to the Hutchinson Community Park for Gerentala Palooza. We got Jerry Gorkin's medium-sized band, the Waltzaholics, assorted Bob Hope impersonators, the sounds of The Price is Right, the Muzak Ramblers, wind chimes, bingo, McDonald's coffee, and a half dozen music boxes that play music. All the fun times and goings about begins at 7 a.m. this Thursday. And don't you worry, Missy, it's over by 2, so you have plenty of time to skedaddle on home before the drug dealers come out and deal their drugs. Take it from me, old man. Hey, can I take this microphone home with me? Huh? Do what? Yeah, okay, I'll just put it down.
Attention, there are leftover french fries in the Jack Attack room.
Alright, I'm just going to start it, and we'll see what happens.
This is You Don't Know Jack 2015. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson. And hey, wipe that smile off your face. This is serious. Okay, just kidding. There will be farts and stuff. Nobody wanted to play with you, huh? It's like grammar school all over again. And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
the San Francisco Otter Choir. Free concerts every Wednesday, except for mating season.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. And so it begins.
Get ready, time for question. 1.
Let's start with Bootyful. Let's analyze one of Kim Kardashian's body parts. About what percentage of Kim Kardashian's brain is just made up of water? 10%, 40%, 80%, or 100%?
I'll go with this one.
Sorry, no takebacks. Were you thinking of this one? Kim Kardashian's brain, and everybody else's brain for that matter, is made up of about 80% water. But that other 20% is just so round and firm, I can't stop thinking about it. Here's a good one. His acting is alright. So, you know how they called Matthew McConaughey's resurgence as an actor his McConaissance? Well,
no.
If Matthew McConaughey is currently experiencing a McConaissance, then what period of his life just ended? The McCona Dark Ages, the McCona Industrial Age, the McCona Middle Ages, or the McCona Enlightenment Age? All wrong. Here's what a right answer looks like. The Renaissance first occurred in Italy in the late 14th century, immediately following the Middle Ages. So the McConaissance would follow the McCona Middle Ages. Which is funny because most Renaissance sculptures also need to put on a damn shirt.
So 0 for 2 at the moment.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Next up, brought to you by the letter Unibrow.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right.
Oh boy.
And if you get this one right, I'll rustle up some extra moolah for you. Arrange these Sesame Street characters in order of fewest to most eyebrows. Bert, Ernie, the Count. Ernie, Bert, the Count. Bert, Ernie, the Count. The Count, Bert, Ernie, or Ernie, the Count, Bert.
I think it has to be this one, right?
What were you thinking there? Here's where the money is. Ernie has no eyebrows at all. Bert has one long single eyebrow.
Oh,
and the Count has two. 2 eyebrows.
I knew the correct order. I selected the wrong one.
And yet, none of them have ever blinked.
I knew that. I just selected the wrong one by accident.
Here we have Duck, Duck, Swan. Say the cast of Duck Dynasty attends a performance of Swan Lake and thinks there are real waterfowl on stage. In their confusion, which character would they most likely shoot? Siegfried, Benno, Von Rothbart, or Odette?
Okay, that's a gimme, right?
Odette is a princess who has been turned into a swan, so the Duck Dynasty crew would probably fill her full of lead.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Especially if they find out she once fooled around with a lady swan in college. Say hello to the man in the backwards yellow hat, and it's a dis or dat.
Oh no.
I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one you tell me if it's an alleged antic by pop star Justin Bieber, or an antic by the classic children's book character Curious George.
Well,
if it's Justin Bieber, press the X button. If it's Curious George, press the B button. Okay, we're off. Peed in a mop bucket.
Going to bed. Yep.
Broke his leg falling from a fire escape. Arrested for falsely reporting a fire. Egged a house.
Okay, not know that one.
Got high on ether.
Really?
Fed a bugle to an ostrich. Went to a Brazilian brothel. You were a couple of bananas short of a bunch.
Okay, the ether one I need to look up because I don't remember that.
I think we can all agree that it's time for that little bastard to get deported. And then it's your turn, Bieber. That about does it for round one. And you haven't even broken a sweat. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round two.
This is currently free on the Epic Games
And
Store.
keep in mind, big cash prizes can be yours if you find the wrong answer of the game.
And this is a
well,
great
no
party
time like
game.
the present. This one's called Dumber and Dumberer 2. So there's Dumb and Dumber, and then there was Dumb and Dumberer, and then Dumb and Dumber 2. Makes perfect sense. Now, going back a few decades, there was The Odd Couple and The Odd Couple 2. So, if another remake of The Odd Couple used the superlative adjective, it would be called The Blank Couple. Odd, odder, oddest, or odderest.
Superlative, so it would be this one.
Odd is the adjective, odder is the comparative adjective, and oddest is the superlative adjective.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But of course, everyone who made the original Odd Couple movies is dead, which means it's the perfect time for Rob Schneider to swoop in and revitalize the franchise.
Question 7. Get up and shake your funky bang.
Up next, let it go, let it go, let it go.
All right, this will be good.
At which temperature would Olaf from the movie Frozen melt and die? 30 degrees Kelvin, 30 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 degrees Celsius, or 30 degrees Rankine? He's a snowman. You may not know how temperatures work. Correct answer, show yourself. 30 degrees is below freezing in Fahrenheit and insanely below freezing in Kelvin and Rankine. But it's pretty balmy in Celsius, about the equivalent of 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And I know, blah, 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 he can magically be saved, but I'm talking about what would happen in the real world to a talking snowman.
Follow me down to the sea.
Why not try Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
First spotted in 1879. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? That answer has a hole in it. Where's that confounded right answer? Albert Einstein was first spotted in 1879, the year he was born.
Okay.
Probably by a midwife or something, over a century after Uranus was discovered and even longer after kangaroos and peanuts.
I had no idea when Uranus was discovered.
I've heard baby Einstein cried a lot because he left behind some important equations on the uterine wall. Next, wine or lose. If the Washington Redskins rebranded themselves with a non-offensive red-skinned mascot, what could they be called? The Washington Chardonnays, the Washington Malbecs, the Washington Pinot Blancs, or the Washington Rieslings?
It's this one, right? Because red's in the name.
Can't do anything right, can you?
Chardonnay, isn't it?
The correct answer is Chardonnays, Pinot Blancs, and Rieslings are all white-skinned grapes, but the Malbec grape is red. Although to a connoisseur like myself, Malbec is very offensive.
I don't know anything about wine or grapes.
Oh yes, I do say that was quite a burn. Here's one for you. I want to lick and roll all night. If Kiss singer Gene Simmons' tongue grew to the average length of an adult giraffe's, how deep into a woman's mouth could he stick it when he kissed her? About 5 inches deep, about 10 inches deep, about 20 inches deep, or about 30 inches deep?
It's between B or A. I'm going with A.
I think at that point it would practically be coming out the other end. I so wanted you to pick this one. An adult giraffe's tongue is on average about 18 to 20 inches long. So that's about how deep into a woman's mouth a giraffe-tongued Gene Simmons could stick it. And if Gene Simmons' neck grew to the length of an adult giraffe's, he may not even need women anymore.
Jackox my only hope at this point.
Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press your A button. $2,000 if you're right. But if you're wrong, you lose $2,000. And don't ever forget, remember the clue. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Your house is made of what? What materials are their houses made from? Good luck.
There it is. Second of that. Okay. Still waiting for it. Almost got me on that one. Okay, that's a gimme. There it is. Also ew. I don't know who that is. Oh, I get it. Okay.
That's all she wrote! The truth is, home is wherever you hang your hat. My hat is currently hanging in my old college roommate's guest cottage. Shh! He doesn't know I'm living there.
You don't know Jack!
Hello, I'm Philly and Catsty. Are you like me or hundreds of others across the country that suffer from a debilitating fear of...
Okay, and let's do one that someone can join in easily on then. Three to 8, I don't know if I'll get enough people in here. 2 to 8, again, I don't know if I'll have another person in here. Lie Swatter works. Lie Swatter is one that someone can just join in if you were just in the screen, so that'll work out.
How goes it? And welcome to Lie Swatter, the massive true or false trivia game. We can accommodate a huge number of players in a game. And yes, I am bragging about that.
Just typing some stuff in. There we go. All right. So this is one that anyone can join in at any time. As soon as I click in, everybody's ready. This should work out nicely. Once again, I'll wait a little bit. Just a reminder, all you have to do is go to jackbox.tv and you can play along. I like the little top hat on my fly. It's nice to have this. My mom's gonna be up tomorrow, so I play some games with her. Since I can use my computer, she can use her phone. And everything important is auditory. Alright, I'm gonna start. Someone wants to join in, great. But I can at least play on my own as well.
All right then, before we get started, don't forget, new players can go to this website and enter this room code to join the game at any time. Let's proceed. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from these fact categories. J. Edgar Hoover had tiny breast implants. Use your device to pick whether you think the fact is true or a lie.
Oh, it does show up in the corner
Select
there.
Holiday Inn hotels offer human bed warmers who lay in your bed before you get in.
I could see that being real. Like, really? Okay. I wouldn't trust it personally.
Breast milk is actually formed in the lower back.
No, it wouldn't surprise me. Our bodies are weird.
John Wayne opened a center for dolphin rehabilitation.
I have no idea what's going to be truth and what's going to be lie.
Apollo 11's computer was as powerful as a pocket calculator.
Apollo 11? Okay, I thought I remembered hearing that before.
there was briefly a Bud Light flavored alcoholic bubblegum.
It's so weird. I'm saying true.
Martin Luther King Jr.'s grade school nickname was Milk.
I was going to say, there's no way that one's true.
And here's your score at the end of round 1.
So I got 3 right, I think, is what that means.
Here are your new fact categories. Tony Danza and Liza Minnelli used to watch 24 together.
Yep, thought so. I don't know why I knew that.
A Florida judge ordered lawyers to settle a dispute with a game of rock, paper, scissors.
It's Florida. Echidnas build their nests from their own feces. I don't know that much about echidnas, actually. Huh. It makes a certain amount of sense, but I honestly don't know.
Stanford gave an honorary degree in sword swallowing to a circus performer in 1954.
It's one of those ones so out there. I took a guess.
Finland introduced poisonous snakes into their forest to increase general danger.
Please tell me that's a lie.
Couples wearing socks during sex are more likely to orgasm.
It wouldn't surprise me.
A cult in South America worships eggplants.
I didn't think that would be true.
Here is your score. For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is princesses. Do you know which of these princess facts are true and which are lies? Vomiting from eating wild mushrooms has been nicknamed Princess Peach disease in Japan.
No, because it wouldn't be Peach, that would...
Cinderella syndrome is a degenerative disease that causes hands and feet to shrink.
I'm gonna say... Oh, I was wrong on that one.
A strand of E. coli is named after Princess Diana.
It's worth a shot.
Rapunzel syndrome is a condition when ingested hair forms a tail in the intestine.
It does make sense. It's hair.
A sleeping disorder known as Sleeping Beauty syndrome affects mostly teenage boys.
I've heard of this one before.
Snow whitosis is a disease transmitted by a species of fly larvae found in apples.
Okay, I was going to say, that didn't sound right.
A type of gigantism that causes appendage growth is called the Thumbelina disorder.
Gigantism? Yeah, Thumbelina would be small, so...
Let's see the final scores.
I'm glad to see someone join me here. Since I have someone here, let's play again.
It's time for another game of Lie Swatter. You're going to see 7 crazy facts pulled from the following fact categories. Tolkien owned a Mustang he called Shadowfax.
I thought for sure that would be true.
SpongeBob SquarePants was created by a marine biologist.
I know that one.
Ben Cohen of Ben & Jerry's is lactose intolerant and has never eaten ice cream.
That's an interesting one.
Coca-Cola made a clear Coke for Russia so that it resembled vodka.
I don't know where I heard that one before, but I know I heard it before.
The biggest hot air balloon in the world is shaped like the Energizer Bunny.
Really? Okay. You learn weird things from these games.
Birds are more likely to poop on people who wear perfume.
Thought maybe it was the same as the bees with the hair thing.
The elevators at Nintendo HQ go up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right.
Maybe economics.
And here's where everyone stands at the end of round 1.
Oh, I see we have another person joining us. Welcome.
Here are your new fact categories. Tom Hanks is a nail polish color.
I really never know what it will actually end up being.
Jodie Foster's movies Freaky Friday and Taxi Driver were released the same year.
Your guess on my part.
The Sierra Club holds patents for several bulldozer designs.
Okay.
There's a SpongeBob porno titled Sponge Knob Square Nuts.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
A species of male parrot gives a kiss before it regurgitates into the female's mouth.
The SpongeBob question is why this stream is mature block.
There has never been a reported shark attack on a Thursday.
I'll say there's no way that's true.
A boner actually contains a bone. Here are your scores.
Okay, so I did not do too bad on that one.
For the final round, all the facts will be about one category. That category is names of Salvador Dali paintings. Which of these are really the names of Salvador Dali paintings? And which ones did we make up?
Ooh, interesting.
Shirley Temple, the youngest, most sacred monster of the cinema in her time.
Really? I need to look up more Salvador Dali stuff.
Self-portrait of the nude crusader, Humphrey Bogart. The eternal home of St. Peter, lit by neon giraffes.
Oh, I got one right.
Melting clocks on cliffs.
That's not the name of it, of course.
Pablo Picasso's breast served on a plate without the plate.
Just weird enough, I thought maybe.
The Great Masturbator.
Really? Okay.
Debris of an automobile giving birth to a blind horse biting a telephone.
That was so specific, I just took a stab at it. John, you were good on those
Let's see
Salvador
the
Dali ones.
final scores.
Alright, back to pack. So, is there anything you guys would like to do? Obviously, we have Lie Slaughter, Fibbage, Classic You Don't Know Jack, Drollful, Wordspud. Rose, we can always just do more Lie Swatter if you want that. Any choice from you guys? Because I'm fine with whatever. I haven't actually played Fibbage, so could be a fun one. Drollful would be fun for drawing around, but actually, you know what? I'd rather not do drawings on my stream. I've seen things get bad there. No, we're going to try Fibbage, see how many people end up there. Alright. Anyone else want to join in? I'll give it a few seconds. How about I give it a minute? We'll do that. Again, I want to remind everyone that today you can get it for a free on Epic Games Store. Great game to play with family and friends. I've got all these on the PS4. and my mom and I enjoy a murder trivia party. Alright, give it a minute, so I'm going to say everybody's in.
Hi, I'm your host, Cookie, and please know I would fall on my sword for you guys. Just not on the sharp side. Only 2 of you, huh? I haven't seen this many people since my homeschool graduation. Let's do this.
Alright, so we'll have their lie.
This is round 1. You'll get 500 points for fooling your opponent with your lie. And you'll get 1,000 for finding the truth. Time to pick a category. Okay, here's your first question. It's time for a road trip. Went on a spring break trip to Dongyang, China. Be sure to try their eggs cooked in blank. Now use your device to enter a bluff that you think will fool your opponent into thinking it's true. If you can't think of anything in time, use the Lie For Me button for half the points. Do it now.
Alright, mine's in.
Okay, here are your choices. Find the truth and touch it on your device.
Alright.
Okay, let's take a look.
Good on you, because I would not have known that one.
For
Obviously,
a healthier option, try egg white cooked in gluten-free young boy urine. And nobody picked the other lies up there.
You got me, because I knew it had to be one of the urine ones.
All right, pick a category.
This one.
Okay, here's the question. Ruppy the Beagle, who is being studied in South Korea, is a very unusual dog because he can blank. Enter your lies now. Okay, here are your choices. Let's see what everybody selected.
Okay, now I'm curious.
But still, his bark is worse than his bright. And the rest of the board goes unselected.
You're much better at this than I am, that's for sure.
Select a category. Okay, here's the question.
Category.
In 2004, the CEO of Blockbuster mailed Reed Hastings, the CEO of Netflix, an odd package. He sent him a blank. Type in your lies now. Okay, which one's the truth? All right, let's see what everybody picked.
Oh!
And look what we have here. And that means some of these didn't get picked.
I thought because I put in VHS, it would be likely the other. Wow, okay.
Now it's round 2, where all point values are doubled. Let's do it. Time to pick a category. Okay, here's the question. When Charlie and the Chocolate Factory author Roald Dahl died, he was buried with snooker cues, burgundy, chocolate, pencils, and a blank. Enter your lies now.
I'm curious to see this one.
Okay, here you go. Find the truth.
I have no idea.
All right, who picked what?
Is the waffle? Yeah, I thought that one right away because...
Well, don't you feel foolish.
Wait,
Which
Why the
left him
power
very
saw?
little room to roll over in his grave when Tim Burton's Willy Wonka movie came out. And that means this lie didn't get picked.
why the power saw? Okay.
All right, pick a category. Okay, here's the question. The Backyard Brains Company sells a device that lets you control blank with your mobile phone. Type in your lies now. All right, where's the truth?
Wonder.
Okay, what did everyone pick?
Okay. Once I saw the answer there, I
Yep,
realized
you can
that was
control a
it.
cockroach's movements with electrical signals. Unfortunately, the app immediately closes when you turn on the kitchen light. And we're done.
You are killing it. I almost went for
Select a
spiders
category. Okay, here's the question. According to a Chinese myth, if a vampire comes across a sack of rice, he must blank. Enter your lies now.
I actually used to know the answer to this one. I don't anymore. If I see it, I might, but...
Okay, which one's the truth?
I know it now that I see it.
All right, who picked what?
I picked the wrong one. You got me because I knew it was count the grains. Oh. Well done.
And if they come across Anne Rice, they have to thank her for making them popular. And that's it. Nobody else's lies got picked.
Yeah, once I realized what you did, you deserve that.
This is the final fibbage. One question left for all the marbles, and everything is worth triple. Good luck. Here's your final fibbage question. The Michelin Man's strange official name. Type in your lies now.
Yeah, mine's not
Hurry,
getting
hit the
picked.
lie for me button if you can't think of something. Okay, here are your choices. Let's see what everybody selected. but now it's hard to see him as anything but a bibendum. And that means...
Congratulations, you won, and you deserve that. Because I sucked. Also, really well done on the grains of rice. Sure, we'll do this one more time. Oh, maybe not. Looks like service failed. Well, I was going to do another game, but it looks like there's connection issues at the moment. So, thank you for joining me. Fibbage was fun. You were very good at that. The grains of rice thing, so well done. Because I knew the correct answer when I saw it. I picked yours because I was thinking of the right one. So I guess I'm going to end the stream because... Oh, what? Maybe not. Depends on if I can get back to Jackox TV. Alright, looks like we are still able to go. Let's see. I don't want to draw full because I know that stuff goes bad there. How about a classic you don't know Jack game?
We are ready for start of game.
Multiplayer.
We are good to go.
Attention, the new management has announced their thought for the day. Today's thought for the day from the new management is teamwork. Teamwork or you're
Alright,
fired.
looks like we're good.
Thank you.
I am Cookie Masterson, and I shaved my nipples for this, so let's hurry before it grows back. Like, we need to get moving now.
I love these games so much.
Okay, you two, let's make this interesting. We're gonna play to the death. There's your hardware. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by...
Flavored eye drops. Why let your mouth have all the fun? Flavored eye drops.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. Okay, let's see what happens.
Get ready, time for question.
First question. Eat, Pray, Die. Which of these Julia Roberts characters would Jack the Ripper have been most likely to savagely murder? Erin Brockovich, Vivian Ward, Tess Ocean, or Liz Gilbert?
This one?
Player one. Player two. Vivian Ward is the name of the prostitute Julia Roberts plays in Pretty Woman. And almost all of serial killer Jack the Ripper's alleged victims were female prostitutes. So he'd probably have just loved to murder her.
Oh, there is?
I'm
sorry.
See it now. He'd open the box with his knife in it. She'd reach in and he'd playfully shut it, snapping her fingers. She'd laugh, he'd laugh, then he'd kill her. Take a good look at If I Only Had a Brain Trust.
Okay.
Suppose the Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz faced off against the Wicked Witch of the West in a public debate. If he wanted to use a straw man argument against her, what might he do? Attack the Wicked Witch's character rather than the issues, misrepresent the Wicked Witch's position on the issues, prove the Wicked Witch wrong using statistical data, or interrupt the Wicked Witch before she finishes her points. Player 2, clock's a-ticking. Player 2? No, but it does seem like just the kind of thing the Scarecrow would do. That guy was an ass.
You're close. It's not that far off.
Player 1. A straw man argument
usually done
purposefully
together.
misrepresents an opponent's position in order to strike it down. Here's how I would debate the Wicked Witch. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the two candidates you see here tonight is a Wicked Witch. Thank you. I yield the rest of my time.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Oh, wow.
Here's a
That was
good one.
weird.
Getting naughty. And this dis or dat leg's being tied up. Player 1. Your score's looking a little thin. You take this one and try and fatten it up. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, you tell me if it's the name of a necktie knot or the name of a sex position recommended by Women's Health magazine. If it's a necktie knot,
Watch me get all of
press
these
the X
wrong.
button. If it's a sex position, press the B button. Player 2, lock in your answer before player 1, because if player 1 gets it wrong and you get it right, you steal the cash.
Doesn't have to
Alrighty
be
then,
fast.
here it comes. The Half Windsor. The Valedictorian. The Prince Albert. The Trinity. The Caboose. The Chairman. The Four in Hand. It
I
appears
got
your
what,
score
one?
likes to be on bottom.
Okay, actually better than I thought I would. Yeah, I didn't know about the delay. First time
My
streaming
usual sex position is also the way I usually tie a tie, alone in front of a mirror.
it. But I am noticing the delay just even like half a beat. It seems to be messing with the site itself,
Up
actually.
next, shop till everyone drops. Say at Christmas time, every single item at your local mall sells out. According to a popular Grimm fairy tale, which of these stores has the best chance to be magically stocked overnight by hardworking elves? Player 2, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds. Oh man, time's up. Player 1 nicely screwed. You want even more cash? Player 1. In the Grimm fairy tale, The Elves and the Cobbler, a
Sorry, I
poor
had to do it at least
shoemaker is
once.
given some much-needed help by elves who appear in the middle of the night. And while the shoemaker made a nice profit, the elves were trampled to death on Black Friday.
Let me know if it gets too unplayable.
Coming up, Okia Dokia. If you're driving between company headquarters, which trip should be the shortest? IKEA to Kia, Kia to Nokia, Nokia to IKEA, or IKEA, Nokia, and Kia headquarters are exactly the same distance apart. Players 1 and 2. Nokia is based in Finland, and IKEA is based right next door in Sweden. Kia is based in South Korea.
Okay.
Whether
Your
it's
guess.
phones, furniture, or cars, if it's got Kia in the name, you know it's gonna be cheap. I mean inexpensive. Inexpensive! That's the end of a thrilling first round. And player 1 is winning. And I am on the edge of my seat. Keep in mind, all the
use that
prizes are
screw.
doubled in round 2. And don't be afraid to use those screws. You're being too nice. Here's one for you. Muscle milk was a bad choice. Say the news team from the Anchorman films decides to run a relay race against a rival news team. If Ron Burgundy is his team's anchor, when will he run? Before Brick... Oh, you're screwed, player 1. You got 5 seconds.
Good timing.
Damn, that time just flew by. Player 2, that was some mighty fine screwing. Why not pick up a few more bucks?
Pretty sure I knew the right answer, I just panicked at the time.
Player 2? No. Next time, try this. In a relay race, the anchor, usually the fastest runner, goes last. And they would probably promote the race so incessantly that by the time it actually took place, you wouldn't be that interested in seeing it anymore.
Question 7. Get up and shake your funky bang.
Pucker up for... Guess who's Dak? Dak again. You know, I'm not an optimist, but I have to say, I feel like things have been going pretty well with the game so far.
Send Daddy forgot about me.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, my old ventriloquist puppet, Billy O'Brien.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Billy, the whole creative team here decided to not include you in this game because you're too much of a troublemaker.
Troublemaker? Me? No, I just got back from traveling the world, studying all the profound teachings of titular world spiritual leaders. For instance, which titular religious group was founded by someone with the last name of Smith? Protestants, Episcopalians, Presbyterians, or Nornuns?
Pretty sure I had that right.
Players 1 and 2. The Mormon religion was founded in the 1800s by Joseph Smith.
In America.
So, which was your favorite religion you studied?
Well, I particularly like the ones that treats about reincarnation. Someday, I hope to come back as a beautiful coffee table.
Follow me down to the sea.
Take a stab at Orcas 11. Say I wanted to go around freeing the killer whales from every SeaWorld location in the world. How many separate rescue missions would I need to go on? 3 rescue missions, 4 rescue missions, 5 rescue missions, or 6 rescue missions?
Torn between 2 answers.
Player 2? I think you know it's coming. Player 1? Did you pick this on purpose? Now pay attention. There are 3 SeaWorlds, one in San Diego, one in San Antonio, and one in Orlando. So you would need to go on 3 separate rescue missions. Well, that sounds like a lot of traveling. Maybe I'll just pay that kid from Free Willy to do it. Something tells me he could use the cash.
Even the app is just so...
How about
from the streaming.
Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
The name of Jeff Dunham's purple-skinned puppet. Kangaroo, Peanuts, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Players 1 and 2. His name is Peanut. I have to admit, people who talk through ventriloquist puppets kind of creep me out.
That you talk through me.
Quiet, Billy. Stop trying to get me to kill people.
Oh, now you're creeping me out, man.
Let's try the midnight run to the bathroom. According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, how would Paul Revere secretly signal to you that he has to pee in the sea? I have to do a number 1 in a 1. I have to do a number 1 in a 2. I have to do a number 1 in a 3. Or, I have to do a number 2 in a 1.
Pretty sure I had that right.
Players 1 and 2. According to Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's poem, Paul Revere's Ride, Paul's signal for the British was 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. And as we all know, a number 1 is a P. And Americans would have known about the British sooner if he hadn't stopped for a number 4. You don't even want to know what that is.
And here's where the actual important stuff comes into.
Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see two clues that match, press your A button. 2,000 big ones if you're right. 2,000 gone if you're wrong. And most... Of course, who wants to hear my yapping? Oh, I'm still doing it. Sorry, here you go. This plus this equals that. What new thing do these combine to make? Good luck.
It was obvious. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be that obvious. Oh, doll. I'm an idiot. I guess this is where the lag actually comes into effect, huh? I didn't even know that was a thing. Pretty sure I missed it. Yeah, I missed it. I swear I had that right. I should know what snooker is, I don't. Let's see. One black on the top. Oh, you got it just before me.
Player one's got it!
Yeah, I apologize. I did not
Player
know
one, you
about
won
the
this game by a
delay.
nose. Actually, you won this game by the pimple on a nose. Actually, you won this game by the hair on a pimple on a nose. Actually...
You don't know Jack!
Thank you for joining me. I think I am just going to end it because, well, there is a delay on You Don't Know Jack, but I was having trouble with the other stuff as well, which, again, makes sense. I suspect there are other people streaming this at the moment. Because, once again, I do want to reiterate that on the Epic Games Store, you can currently get it for free. But thank you for coming and joining me. Tomorrow I'll be doing Sonic Adventure 2, and on Monday, if I can get the PS4 sharing to work right, I'll be doing Kingdom Hearts late. So thank you for watching, and have a great time wherever you are. Bye.